Hello and welcome back to the Indian PokeTube. I'm bringing you some crazy teams. This is a triple shadow, triple starter theme team, and it's also an ABB one with Blastoise, the double fire in the back. First match, we pick up a lead against Swampert. This is exactly where we want to see it. Opponent safe switches to the Registeel and I respond with the Shadow tie. But since it took me a little bit of time to switch out, this means that the Registeel will reach the move before I can get to my Blast Burn, and that's fine. I mean, I can shield one, so overfarm massively, go for the Blast Burn, and if he shields this, I mean, there's nothing he can do because we do outpace to the moves. We reach the second one before he reaches his his move. Is going to get the second shield. Okay, that is really surprising, but I'm going to shield her because I really need to maintain alignment. I can't have Swampert on my Charizard, right? So I can't really overfarm a lot. So and in comes the guy, the Swampert, but I'm not going to throw the Solar Beam because I am expecting another steal in the back. Swampert double steal is pretty common, so which is why I saved all that energy on the guy on the tie because I need to win, and these are important clutch moments in the game. I know I can survive the Hydro Cannon under tap, reach the Hydro Cannon of my own. This is going to take out the Swampert. Boom! Out goes the Swampert, and now I have 1.5 loaded Blast Burns, and you'll see that my call is going to be right in the end game. In comes the guy. I'm going to CMP him. I mean, he was at the move, so I'm just throwing it instantly. Let's go fry some tin can. Boom! In the back, he has a Frostlat. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, just like Henry says, and that's a great game. And as you can see, if you can give shield advantage or energy advantage to Shadow Typhlosion, you're mostly going to get a win. But it's very difficult to beat super tanky teams, but even against meta teams, you'll see how well this team does. We even end up beating Bastiodon in this. Anyway, so the first match was great. We did have good alignment. Second match, this is decent. Opponent safe switches to the Shadow Dragonite, and this is a big problem because we have Shadow Charizard. Shadow Charizard is so frail, we cannot reach 2 Dragon Claws. Normal Charizard is definitely like better on this team, I would say, because we already have Shadow Tie, which is insanely glassy. So there's no way that we can reach a second one. I'm going to bring in the Blastoise. I think my Shadow tie can clean up in the back. We have shield advantage, hoping I can reach a Hydro Cannon. The opponent is really smart, does not let us do that, takes us out. Now Shadow Typhlosion versus 3 Mons. Can we win this game? We get an energy advantage here. In comes the guy, the Bear Trap. I'm going to CMP him on the Blast Burns, and that's not looking great. We do have shield advantage, like, mind you, but we have to also one-shot the last guy to be able to win the match. So this is looking tight. I am going to reach the I'm going to reach my third Blast Burn exactly when he reaches the Rock Slide. He makes a catch on the Ghost Tree, and this is one of the best plays I've ever done in my life. Go for an undercharge, go for 2, I get 1 Shadow Claw. So now I can outpace him to the Blast Burn before he reaches 2 Rock Slides. If I did not get that 1 Shadow Claw against the Ghost, you'll see here, this is a CMP as well. He's exactly at his 5th Mud Shot now, and boom! Shadow Typhlosion just like that cleans up 3 Mons straight up. Let's go. So this is the match that got me totally hyped up, you know. I mean, I was so excited to play this team because, you know, all 3 of these are my favorites in some way or another. And even though this team lacks bulk, like I said, Shadow Blastoise is awesome, but I would really recommend regular Charizard on this team. Pick up another Bear Trap lead, and he's staying in, which is even better. I mean, Bear Trap is really good against the backline because he can one-shot Charizard with Rock Slide and almost one-shot tie with the Rock Slide as well. So I'm going to stay in here, go for the Hydro Cannon, and let's see what he wants to do. If he wants to play out the 2 shields, I think I can win this. So let's see, because 1 Hydro definitely takes him out, and let's see how this goes out. Okay, so I'm going to shield the Rock Slide now, start matching shields. I'm expecting a catch, so I'm going to throw in the middle of the Mud Shot and not align it so he's able to make a catch. So I'm just trying to make the optimal plays, and I think at this point I let it go. I was thinking that I can farm him down with Typhlosion. I do have shield advantage, that's what I need with this team with Shadow Tie. So let's see if I can do that. I don't know what the counts, but I was counting at the game. I think I can farm him down. He tries to make a catch on the Frostlass, but I'm going to farm up to 6 more, go for the Blast Burn, and you know what's going to happen right now, don't you? Boom! Take out the Frostlass. If he brings in the Stunfisk, he's 1 away, I'm 1 away, but I'm going to snipe him with the Charizard. He doesn't react fast enough, and in the back, he has a Alolan Ninetales. And Shadow Typhlosion, again, actually, I should really give the kill to Shadow Tie, but I just wanted to save time. Honestly, I do have the loaded Blast Burn, so again, technically, it's a 3-Mon Blast Burn match by Typhlosion. Let's go. So some insane battles coming our way, 3-0 so far in the set, and I remember we also tried some other teams in the middle, but there's going to be a small video, a small compilation. There's going to be 5 games and 3-0 so far. Let's see how these last 2 battles go, and you're going to see how crazy this team is. Okay, so we pick up the absolute nightmare lead. Guess how we played? We top left. So this is what we do against a lantern lead. Honestly, if you see lantern in the back, it's fine if you have energy advantage or shield advantage, but lantern on the lead is just over. It's just so over. There's nothing you can do. You can try to play it out, but there's absolutely nothing you can do. So I have to like top left there. Anyway, picking up a lead against a Shadow Gallade, opponent running the spike. I'm going to count to 3 confusions and catch the Leaf Blade on the Shadow Charizard. So this is a big waste of the opponent's energy. It still does 30%. That's how glassy Shadow Charizard is. In comes the Bear Trap, and you're going to see me make some plays. You know, this is where Shadow Charizard comes in so much clutch. Everyone is so scared of. I'm going to farm up to 4 more wing attacks, so I avoid the CMP tie, right? I'm going to bait with a Dragon Claw. He gives me a shield. I have the Blast Burn. So either I'm going to get 2 shields with this play, or I'm going to get shield and switch. And guess what's going to happen? Boom! Take down the Bear Trap and Shadow Charizard just like that. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match, just like Home Slice says. So there's a Zyanic shout out and a Home Slice shout out in the same video. Opponent didn't want any of the smoke with that catch, with the bait, with the CMP and the move counting. Just that was an amazing match overall. Pick up a lead against Azu, and Azu is really bad for the whole team, honestly. So I'm forced to stay in with my Blastoise. It's the best matchup I have. I mean, Typhlosion can kind of deal with it because you can like two-shot it with Blast Burn, so can Charizard, but the bubbles do a lot. I'm going to stay in here, shield the first play rough and go for the Skull Bash because I need to boost my defense and then I can start like tanking the play roughs. Alright, so he also shields as well. By the way, this is why we don't have Ice Beam, because we have a lot of grass coverage in the back. So we're running the Skull Bash for the Azu matchup. In comes the guy. There's a weird bit of visual lag, so I'm going to load up a lot of energy and then I'm going to bring in Charizard. But because of the lag, I don't know how much he's had. I hope it's not a Thunder. It's not, it's just a mirror shot. So this is really good for me. I don't have to fear the Thunder now. I can tank all these moves, farm up to 100 energy. And this is one of those rare times where the opponent lagging out was actually bad for me, because otherwise I would have easily caught the Power Whip after counting 4 bullet seeds. But yeah, well, it happens. There's not much we can do. But luckily, he's not running the Thunder. I'm going to farm up to 100 energy. Almost 100 rather. Go for the Blast Burn. Fry the little guy. Boom. Take him out. That was massive overkill. And now in comes the guy. And at this point against the Azu, we can just go for the Hydro Cannons, because once we like chip him enough, I think we can take him out with the Blast Burn, which we have on the Charizard. So I'm just going to keep going for the Hydro Cannons and bring him into that range. He has to throw a move. He's trying to farm us down. Shadow Blastoise is too thick. Shadow Blastoise is like, oh, nope, Azu, you're getting out of here. Let's go. Boom, take out the Shadow guy. Take out the guy, the Azu, and now we have the loaded Blast Burn on the thing. There's a normal Pancake in the back. It's not the Bear Trap, it's the Pancake. I'm going to go for the Blast Burn. That takes him out. That's a great game. So in this video, it was 5-1. I've gone kind of pretty positive with this set, but it was so much fun. It's not about the wins, it's not about the losses, it's just about the amount of fun we had.